Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today I'm going to be doing your daily Pisces reading. Spirit, please bring in the most relevant and important messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please bring in the most accurate predictions, the best advice, and the most powerful confirmations for those watching. Today, I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross. This is the Neon Weight Tarot, I think. As always, take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind, and like this video if you like it. And click on that button of subscribe if you would like to support this channel. It's just one click and it means so much to me. So if you would, do that, that would be great. All right, Pisces. Let's see. First card showing up here, we've got the Strength card. Beautiful. So, Pisces, today you're probably going to get a reminder that walking with Spirit and letting yourself be influenced, led by the energy of the divine is your highest strength, okay? More so than your committed effort, more so than your physical strength, more so than your resilience. All of those aspects of you are incredibly important and should be valued. But in this case, with the Strength card here, Spirit is telling you, let me handle it. Let me handle it. This is also Leo energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. Some of you are experiencing a tower moment. And I know this is not the tower, but I do see here, I see how she's taming that beast. Some of you may be feeling that way in your life, like you're taming a bad habit or taming a way of living that doesn't serve you. In the challenge position, you've got here the Victory card, Six of Wands. So I think that some of you have a hard time either getting recognized, or maybe you have a hard time sharing with others your victories so you're recognized. It's like there's a resistance to that. Maybe some of you guys feel like it's dangerous to put yourself out there and claim that recognition, that success. You may feel like you become a target somehow. Others of you could be having a hard time crossing a finish line, okay? Going and saying, I finally did it. I finally did that thing I've been working on for so long. And you may have the strength, you may have that connection to Spirit, but maybe it's just not the time yet. And there could be a sense of frustration here coming from you, knowing in a way that you are victorious because you can feel it, you know it. But maybe it's not yet that time of absolute celebration. In the recent past, you've got here the Seven of Cups. This card has been showing up quite a bit, I do have to say, in the readings. And, to me, the Seven of Cups is bouncing from one thought to another, one idea to another, maybe even changing your mind really often. Not knowing exactly what to value, what to prioritize. Maybe a lot of things, if you see it, it's like everything is relative. So it's like something can be very important to you, but if you think about it in comparison to something else, it's like, well, I guess that would be more important, that other thing, because of whatever, because of time limitations, or because of priority or importance, urgency. So I do get a sense that maybe there's an energy in the recent past of being a little unfocused, okay? In your mind space, I think, Pisces, that you have got the answer to something in your mind. It's like maybe you're looking to manifest X amount of money. And the idea comes in, and you know that it would work, but you're afraid of it. Something is holding you back. This could also manifest as you wanting to change your life in a certain way. and knowing that if you do what you need to do, it will change and you will experience that beautiful outcome that you want. But then being scared of trying and not being able to, scared of giving it your all only to be disappointed. So many things that your mind could be using to hold you back at this time. Because the Eight of Swords is self-imposed limitation. It's not actual limitation. So it's like you yourself, you are holding you back from something. Maybe even from this victory here. It's like part of you wants it and the other part of you resists it. But look at that. What the universe wants you to know. The sun. So Pisces, if there is something that has been worrying you, the outcome of something, it's going to go well. This is yours already, okay? This is yours already. And even though you have to go through a process, maybe you need to get approved and stuff. Maybe you need to get your documents revised. Maybe you need to get, certain fulfillments to whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest here. It is yours. It is here. And I feel like many of you know that. But as a just way to have peace of mind, you want to make sure that everything is still, in every way taken care of. Even though Spirit continuously tells you, like, this is yours. This is yours. And what is yours, no one takes away from you. In the near future, we've got the Hangman here, Pisces energy. So I do feel that things are going to change a bit. Let me rephrase that. Things are not going to change. You are going to change. Because this is the Hangman. So it's like the scenery is the same, but he is hanging upside down. And that's why things look very different. Okay? So Pisces, you may, on purpose, kind of like see things differently at this time. Let's say that you always have this like very serene, very relaxed attitude towards work. In the near future, you may shift that kind of like purposefully into, okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to like go all in A game, kind of like hustle energy. In some cases, it's going to be the opposite. Some of you are going to be like, you know what? I'm going to chill. I'm going to relax. I'm going to take it easy. And bottom line, Spirit has your back. Queen of Pentacles showing up representing your energy. So there is stability. But this card, for example, is very colorful. And I see these roots here that really catch my eye. So right now, you could be very grounded. Or you're coming from a space of being unfocused into a space of groundedness. You may be valuing a lot stability, money, material wealth, your physical body, your health. I always associate that with the physical realm. Like, that's not necessarily how the tarot kind of like, explains it, but for me, the physical is also your physical home. Not only the home external to you, but your physical body. And here I see these roots, I see these mushrooms, I see these flowers and herbs in her hair, and I just get this sense that nature has a very powerful answer for you, okay? I see tinctures, I see teas, I see kind of like plant medicine. And I see you being very colorful, very authentic, very yourself in your pursuits. So even if you're pursuing something very serious, I don't know, a degree, a PhD, or like, I don't know, whatever. It's like you're doing it in your own way. You always kind of like have that imprint of who you are and that colorfulness, that vibrancy. In the environment, the Tower. So you're not the only one going through a Tower moment, Pisces. I think that, with this new moon coming up, new moon in Virgo coming up, there's going to be some changes. Yes. Remember that I said that your external world is not changing, that you are, because of the position. Well, with this card in the environment, I gotta say, I take that back. Because the Tower is change. Massive change. And it is showing up in your environment position of the spread. So I would say that something in your environment has become no longer sustainable. Something in your life, something in your community, your country, or even like within you, although this is environmental, something has reached the point of breaking, the breaking point. It's like the Tower, I love the Tower, honestly. It's like when you pray for something to be solved in your life and you can't seem to figure it out, and you pray and you pray and you pray and you get frustrated because it's like, I don't know how to make this change. I don't know. And then the change comes, even if it's kind of disruptive and chaotic and even downright uncomfortable. In some level, it's like, oh yes, you know, this is going to liberate me from that thing. Even if it's super uncomfortable, it's like you're almost sick and tired of being sick and tired. So the change is welcomed. It's always for the better. But it is kind of like that higher force that's like very destructive that you're almost calling in when you need change. It's like, please come in with that destruction energy and get me out of this somehow. And then that energy comes and some of us freak out. But I think that that's when we should be instead like, oh my God, yes, you know, this is what I asked for. This is what I asked for. Hopes and fears, you've got the 8 of Cups. Hopes and fears. Interesting. Some of you guys may be wishing to almost separate from the world a little bit, letting go of life as you know it, letting go of, you know, if you've lived in a city your entire life, like some of you may be wanting to leave for the mountains, but you may be afraid of that. Some of you may be wanting to, you know, go into community living or going to live alone for the first time, or move to another place. There could be something about displacement here and letting go. Some of you, it's like you're dealing with this desire to let something go, but at the same time, it can be intimidating. Now, just because it's scary, just because it's intimidating, does not mean that it's not right, okay? You got this. See, you got the 8 and the 8. Two of Wands. Beautiful energy to wrap this reading with. So the choices that you have made, Pisces, are the right choices. And Spirit wants you to really, really let that sink in. The choices that you're making and the choices that you have made have been the right choices. So when fear comes in and you ask yourself, oh my God, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I overcommitted. Maybe I was overly confident. Maybe I played small. Maybe whatever. Spirit is telling you here, you made the right choice. And I think that this has something to do with the last 2 years. Now, I'm going to be pulling a oracle card from one of my favorites of all time. This deck, Love Your Inner Goddess. It's gorgeous. It's by Alana Fairchild. As you guys probably know, if you see my channel, I love her as an author, and I'm going to read the message as she intended. I'm going to read the whole thing, okay? Spirit, universe, please bring in the most useful and powerful message from this deck for Pisces. Angel of Truth. These illustrations are just so cute. Kind of looks like the Bratz dolls, but like better. All right, let's see what this card has to say. Oh, even the sun doesn't know it is a star. Okay, card number 42, Angel of Truth. Okay, here we go. The truth wants to be told, needs to be heard. It may seem like the whole world wants to believe in a lie, and so you wonder if you're crazy. If you're the only one who is thinking differently and desiring the real story to emerge, you may think that like everyone is just in a different page. Yet those that fight against the truth are even more in need of it. There can be no healing, no freedom, no moving on without it. You're going to be blessed with the truth revealed, a realization about yourself, the world, or others that will bring you relief. It will happen at the right time, and it will set your soul free. That tower moment that we're talking about. Sometimes the lies we are repeatedly told become so familiar that we forget that they are lies and begin to believe that they are real. Maybe it's someone judging us that is a lie. Maybe it's advertising and the media, which are often more about deceptive manipulation than a source of correct information. Whatever the source, all untruth teaches us the same thing. That we must be afraid and hate each other, pretty much. When we are fed so many false truths, it becomes hard to remember the truth and how it really feels. The truth and how it really feels. It can even start to seem like the truth doesn't matter as much as being able to convince another person to accept your point of view. This is like poison for the soul. The soul needs truth like the body needs air. It keeps it alive. Deep in your soul, you know that is true. And you know when you or someone else is not being truthful. You are sensitive enough to know that only truth feels good to you. You must give yourself permission to be truthful with your own soul and live honestly, authentically, and bravely in this world. It is the only way for you to really be you. The angel of truth comes to you with protection and encourages you to put your faith in truth, because it will always shine stronger than any lie. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. We asked for powerful, and there it is. All right, my loves. So that will be today's reading. I hope you have a beautiful day or night wherever you are in the world. Know that I'm offering the manifestation sessions. I got some bookings for August. No, I got some bookings for September. So you can go ahead and check those out if you would like to book a session with me. And, the store is always, evolving. The website is always changing for the better. So you can go ahead and check that out. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't. I love you guys so much. I will see you in the next one. Bye.